Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at Scottsdale for the Barrett-Jackson event, and we are gonna be going a little bit deeper with what I have right next to me. Remember, this is the all-new 2022 Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing. But before we get into the most powerful of all the Cadillac performance sedans, let's talk about what's going on here. Cadillac, this great American brand, really has bring a lot of style, but they also bring performance. Now with this CT5-V Blackwing, they take that performance level and they bring it just a little bit higher. And what you're gonna find is not only the most powerful when it comes to horsepower, but also braking capability. And then at the end of the day, for the true car enthusiast, for you and I, is that 6-speed manual transmission option. On top of that, you're gonna get unique aero and touches that not only are on the exterior, but also go on into the interior. And guess what? The Cadillac representatives are allowing us access into the CT5-V Blackwing. So let's go ahead, let's dive in and find out, is this the ultimate 4-door performance sedan you should be parking in your garage? Let's go check it out. Like we showed you before, up front with the CT5-V Blackwing, you're gonna get a totally different front fascia. So copying what's going on with the CT5, you're gonna get the LED headlights, LED daytime running lamp, and what you're gonna notice on the front fascia, some extra airflow. We're gonna bring airflow through these ducts, gloss black, to help with the brake cooling, all the intercoolers, because remember, this has more horsepower than the outgoing CT-SV, and we'll talk more about that in a second. I love the massive carbon fiber splitter that they put, fully functional, more active aero going on to bring all the air, like I said, the brake cooling, all of those heat exchangers, because we're talking about 668 horsepower. So they were able to take that Eaton supercharger, they were able to do some tweaks to it, and now produce 668 horsepower. If you're wondering, well, what was it before? It was 640 horsepower. So a little bit more, but the good news is that 6-speed manual. Love the carbon fiber treatment. Of course, that iconic Cadillac badge, you got your forward-facing camera. I love the V-Series grille. Whenever you look at a true V-Series car, you're gonna get that unique grille design, both top and bottom. And then of course, when you get up onto the hood, any performance car, you gotta have a little bit of a bulge. So we have a nice rise, goes all the way towards the windshield and then fades away. I think the one thing that many of you have been asking for is where's the heat extractor? And I think that's gonna be the one thing that I am kind of missing on that. But remember, we're still talking about a Cadillac that will do over 200 miles an hour. That's the length of a football field every single second. Let's continue. Coming around, love that aggressive front splitter. Like I said, fully functional on both sides, of course. And then when we get to wheel and tire setup, you're actually going to see the largest brake rotors ever on a Cadillac. So you're looking at 19-inch wheels. I love the machine aluminum, the gloss black. This one has the optional carbon ceramic brake package. That's the first time ever that that's been offered on this car, and it's going to give you the greatest stopping capability. Check out, I'm going to have Lloyd kind of swing around and showcase those bright red 6-piston Brembo calipers. Going to give you that great braking capability. Now the good news is, these are the standard wheels. There are going to be optional magnesium wheels that are going to come later down the line. And one of the reasons why I'm only going to give a half zonk on that heat extractor is this guy right here. So that flared out fender, you're going to have a nice functional fender vent there. And I really like, as we kind of rise back up, the placement of that V-Series badge. Nice touch, looking great with that bold body line. Coming down the side, of course, you're getting that full 4-door capability. Love the carbon fiber treatment on that side sill, especially at the tail end, how it extends out. And then you're gonna get some gloss black, no sunroof, but that's okay, because remember, we're trying to cut weight. As we continue back, speaking of weight, those carbon ceramic brake rotors, you're looking about 50 pounds less weight, and that's rotating mass, which is gonna make this a very quick steering Cadillac. Working our way towards the rear, love that nice body line, coming into the rear pillar, and then as we come out back, let's focus on the back here. So you're gonna get your carbon ceramic rotors, still a massive, that bright red caliper with the Cadillac badge, that V-Series badge, 305 on the width, and the great news is you have an electronic limited slip diff. 10-speed automatic or 6-speed manual, gonna send power to those rear wheels to get the power to the ground. And then as we come around the back, a beautiful carbon fiber rear wing, massive, functional, gonna give you the downforce. I love the LED lighting, your CT5 badge coming across. This would have been nice to have some carbon fiber here, so I'm gonna have zonked that, but you do have the V-Series badge. And to finish it off, the cherry on top is gonna be the massive carbon fiber rear diffuser. I love the quad tip exhaust, unique style, a little bit staggered, functional on that rear diffuser, but you know what? We're gonna go a little bit further than we did at Daytona. Let's get to the interior and see what the CT5-V Blackwing brings to the table. All right, guys, we're in the CT5-V Blackwing. I know a lot of people are saying, Joe, I want one of these. What about pricing? So MSRP starts around $89,000. This one, the way that it's spec'd out, is gonna be right around $100,000, going up against the competition, even like that Charger Hellcat Red Eye. This one, though, I think is gonna be way more road course worthy, but let's see what you get for the money to the door panels. Absolutely love the leather, the carbon fiber, that Alcantara material, and the way that they did the tan really breaks up the sea of dark material. Of course, you're gonna get that optional sound system. The speaker covers are very, very classy. And then as we go from the door panel to the dash, more carbon fiber spilled to the interior. Love the nice material, all the stitch work. Of course, you're gonna have your massive over 10-inch infotainment system screen. And I like the way they kind of did a good job with not having it extend too high. A little bit of that carbon flash metallic material that GM uses. Looks stylish, hides the fingerprints. You got your AC controls, heated seats, ventilated seats, wireless charging, but guess what? This is why we're here. We have that slick shifting Tremec 60/60 6-speed manual transmission. Love the way they did the layout of the gears. Nice work, very, very classy with that shift knob. And then you work your way back, you got carbon fiber poured all over the place. This is where you're gonna turn on and off that automatic rev match downshift. You got your different modes. This does have, remember, we're having that magnetic ride suspension, so that's gonna be all tuned. I like the way they brought a V-Series badge right to this little tiny Twinkie holder, perfect for when you blow the doors off the competition. 2 cup holders, and since we're talking about competition, look at these competition seats. Love the V-Series badge, one-piece back with carbon fiber on the backside. Look at all the beautiful stitch work down the center, nice bolstering, full power assist for the passenger and the driver. And like I was saying, 668 horsepower out of a 6.2 liter LT4 V8. That is more horsepower than my Camaro ZL1 1LE, because they did some tweaking to that Eaton supercharger. But why don't you come over to the business end, because I want to show you behind this race car inspired steering wheel in our CT5-V Blackwing. All right, guys, this is where you definitely want to be, behind the wheel of this CT5-V Blackwing. I love the seating position. Look at the beautiful aluminum sill with the V-Series logo, looking classy. And then guess what? We have the 3-pedal action. You got an awesome dead pedal, and I love the way they have oriented the rest of the pedals, because even if you don't want to use the automatic rev match downshift, you could do your own heel toe downshifting, just like a race car driver turning those fast laps. Seats are comfy, but they're also supportive to hold you in the corners. And then the steering wheel, absolutely love it. Nice thick rim. You have the red stripe up top for top dead center, carbon fiber, and then like we were talking about, this being that early numbered series, there's our number plate there. You got your V-Series button to hit. And then of course, for the first time, you have your mode selector switch. Remember, the suspension is specifically tuned for this car for that road course action. You got a 12-inch display, which I can't turn on right now because we're at the auto show, but expect a full drive. Let's check out the back seat and see how your passengers are gonna love going 200 miles an hour. 0 to 60 if you know how to dance, or if you get the 10-speed around 3.5 seconds. Let's check out the back seat. All right, guys, back seat time. The best part of this car is you're gonna be able to go up against those other 4-door sedans, the M5s, the M3s, all those competitors, but you're doing it with supercharged V8 power. And guess what? This is the end of the line for these big V8 cars. So if you want one of these, it's now or never. But look at the beautiful carbon fiber work with the V-Series badge on the back. Your passenger gets to stare at that. I could stare at that all day long and have a perfect perfectly good time. You have your rear AC vents, 12-volt USB-C, so that your passengers will be able to be connected. And then when it comes to overall room, just like the other CT5 editions, whether it's the V or your regular, you got plenty of headroom. Alcantara headliner, and look at the style, the stitch work, everything they do is spot on the money. And these are the things that we like to bring to you. But why don't we go ahead? We're going to be expecting to drive in this very soon. Let's wrap this one up from Barrett-Jackson. All right, guys. It's been another great day here in Scottsdale at the Barrett-Jackson event. I definitely want to thank Megan and the rest of the Cadillac team for allowing us access to the CT5-V Blackwing. Expect for us to get behind the wheel very, very soon, but it was nice to take you on the journey of the interior. Cadillac is doing some amazing things with that supercharged V8 power, rear-wheel drive, and a 6-speed manual. I don't know really how you could go wrong wanting to park one of these in your garage, but if you want to keep seeing four-door performance sedans on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, 2 ways to do it. Click the first link, become a Rady's Rides Patreon member. Click the second link, get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. Got to give it up to the queen of the camera. She's fighting off the hungry pack of animals that want action to this. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. Show her some love in the comment section. Just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.